high school, I don't think that there's anybody that would deny that I was a crazy son of a bitch. The things I did and the way I did them were always excessive. I almost had the attitude that if somebody can do something one way, I can kind of up it at least one or two notches. And that's kind of how I lived my life up until 1967. I know you're going to ask me about the Huff Road Bridge.
As a matter of fact, I was.
I was there. It all started late one night. Hardy Hargrave, Bill Oates, Ben Mitchell, a fellow named Steve Smart, and myself met at Wyatt's parking lot across the street from Charco's. I'm sure someone had given me a case of beer because I know that I wouldn't have gone out and purchased it or stolen it or anything. But, we all started drinking and we thought we'd take a joyride out to White Rock Lake. So we started off and headed up what was at that time a lonely, dark, two-lane blacktop highway. Halfway down a road. It was a road, stuttering along here. And I remember sitting in the back seat and Bill Oates is just poking along and he must have had a six-pack or two six-packs of beer by then. And all of us are saying, Bill, goddamn, can't you go any faster than this? And Bill goes, yeah, I can go a whole lot faster than this. And he floors the car and we start really hooking them down Huff Road. Well, we come up on the bridge, and for those that remember it, it was an old rickety wooden bridge with white rails, and it kind of went kind of a U, kind of a curve as you go up the hill. And so Bill decides he's going to take this curve, doing about 50 or 60, and here we go. And, he goes into a slide, and I'm sitting in the back seat. And the back of the car starts hitting the bridge, and the rail just starts shooting out of the night. Here it is, my dog. Time out. Get the dog back inside. Goodbye. You help. So anyway, here we are. The car is going into a slide. Starts hitting the bridge, and all these rails start just shooting out into the night. Bounce off that side, and oh my God, we're going to live through this shit. I look out the front window, and we just take a hard sail right off the other side. Really, all I remember is the car tumbling over and over, and we came to a rest in the railroad tracks underneath Huff Road Bridge. I kind of checked over my body and made sure that all my limbs were there. None of the car doors would open. I remember everybody crawling out the windows, and the worst of the bunch was Hardy Hargrave, and he had a Frankenstein-style cut on his head. Steve Smart had a ear that was partially hanging. It was crazy. And we just kind of surveyed it. No one was critically injured. We had beer in the car, and I knew the police would be there soon, so I really wasn't in the mood to go to jail, so I left the scene of the accident.
Oh gosh. Well, from what I've heard, y'all should have been killed.
Well, there was no seat belts in the car, and if there were, I'm sure we wouldn't have been wearing them. Yeah, we should have done.
Amazing that you didn't. Okay, well, the big story I've been hearing through this whole video is that the bridge mysteriously burned down within the next few days, and everyone seems to point their finger at Mike Barnes.
Well, I was a likely suspect in the thing. I probably had ample reason to want to burn the bridge down. That was kind of a close call for me. A couple of days after it had burned, I don't know if it's Officer Jennings, but there was a policeman that came to the door and wanted to know what I had to do with it.
Well, what did you tell him?
Same thing I'll tell you.
What's that?
I didn't burn that Huff Road Bridge down.
You don't have a cousin named Oliver North, do you?
Fifth Amendment.
Okay.
So that was one of the crazier things in high school. Should have died. All of us should have bitten the bullet on that one. But we lived through it.
Any other special memories that you care to
That type
share?
of special memory.
Well, anything else that you care to share with us about high school?
It was surprisingly, even though I didn't no athletic star, one of the thing that stuck with me over the years is playing football, baseball, basketball, track, and all this stuff. The feeling of being a participant in a sport rather than a spectator in a sport has stayed with me ever since.
You don't
Quite-
like being
frankly,
a
I don't even
spectator.
like to go to football games. I'd rather play football, or I'd rather play basketball.
So sports are just a really special part to most men, aren't they?
Well, I think that's the one of the ultimate ego gratifications during that time of your life, is to play on a team and be recognized, to go to all these pep assemblies and things, and sit up in front of the auditorium. It was a good time of my life. I enjoyed it.
You would never go back, though, would you?
No, who I was then and who I am now are worlds and worlds apart. That's kind of the surprising thing about Hawaii, that I expected that to be an extension of my high school time. And that it was, for a while it was, but there were a lot of surprises that the place had in store for me.
Any messages to any of your classmates?
Yeah, I do have a special message. I was talking about sports a little earlier, and there is one